Hey, it's Pablo with LSP Data, and in this video I want to show you how to identify off-market properties using our Virtually for Driving platform. And again, just a quick recap, we're in over 50 cities nationwide. As example, we'll choose Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, just to give you a quick rundown on how the property works. And on the video, I'll make sure to cover some of the items that our customers get some success out of, right? In this instance, we try to make this a bit similar and how other platforms will be utilized. So for example, whether you're looking for individual folks that own those properties, which make it easier to skip trace, or if you're looking for, absentee owners or primary residents, right? And I'll also touch a little bit on why sometimes absentee owner is not the best choice because you'll miss out on a good opportunity. So the intent of the platform, again, is to identify anything that looks like a driving for dollars, right? So if you're driving through a property, right, a lot of times you may look at properties that look like this, right? And it'll give you, it gives you a pretty good idea of how the property looks like, and depending on the property types that you're interested in, right? Whether you're looking for single family properties, multifamily, or just in-lot, maybe you're looking for development. A lot of those properties, what you can identify using our service. And basically, the intent, again, is to identify properties that may look visually vacant, right? Or just replicating that process of how you would go up about finding a vacant house, right? And again, the intent here is to find an off-market property, because a lot of those here are not in market, right? So you're not going to find them in Zillow, Redfin, or any MLS platform, right? This is data that you only find in our platform. And as you can see, today's the 30th. So this one's refreshed on a daily basis. Depends on how big your city is the amount of records that you'll see on a daily basis, right? So a lot of how our customers use this platform is that on a daily basis, they log in, they see new properties being here, and either they focus on, the most recent ones, which you can basically enter. The complaint days are how old are the complaints, how old is this data, right? So in this case, this one's today, so it would be 0 days. But let's say if you logged in and every Monday, you could enter from 0 to 7 days, and that way you get the last 7 days of data, right? So you're focusing on new records. The other thing they do is they come in here, they have a specific zip code that they want to target, right? Just like how you would go on a specific route when you're driving, right? Maybe you make it a habit to drive every day in a specific area to identify distressed properties. Same concept here, but the difference is obviously that you have all that data here, right? And the other bit as well is that you get an idea of like what that complaint was, right? What is that visual nuisance, right? And recently, if you kept up with our platform, we recently had the ability to add the complaint data as well. So you're visually seeing the complaint that particular concerned citizen is clicking on, right? And just to show you that these images do not come from Google Maps, we do have the ability to look at Google Maps, just to give you an idea of how the property looks like. And so this is close to a real time as it gets, right? So someone's actually taking a physical picture of this that you're seeing in the platform, right? And this does not exist in any other platform. So we're very proud of that. And again, you get an idea of what is the situation there, right? And, this data is crowdsourced through various things like complaints or code violations, right? And that's where our data comes from. And again, if you're looking for a specific thing, right? So let's say you're looking for a property that's been abandoned, right? You can also search by the complaint, right? So in this instance, the building has been abandoned, does not have roof, does not have electrical utilities, right? Again, you may not care about the commercial side, right? But if we're interested in homes, right? This is an abandoned home. And as you can see, it's a pretty bad picture, right? If you were to look at from the Google Street View, you would never determine that this would be an abandoned house, right? So again, this data is exclusive to us, and that's how we help our customers identify off-market properties, right? Because guess what? The neighbor around it is the one sharing that information, and that's kind of the data that we're accessing, right? A lot of times, again, if you have concerned citizens, they're going to report a lot of issues that are happening around their community, and we're grabbing the relevant ones and tying that information here, right? Earlier, I made it a point to say a lot of times people would go into commercial platforms and just look at specific zip code and they'll just search absentee owned, right? Well, if you clicked on absentee owned, then you would miss these opportunities here, right? In which the homeowner shows as the primary residence, right? And that just means that they haven't updated their information at the county level, right? Most likely they live somewhere else, but they just haven't gotten around to do it, right? So for example, this is a vacant property, right? And that's the kind of opportunities that you would miss if you're only selecting absentee owned. And again, that's one thing that we like to educate our customers on, because they find really good deals that no one else is finding. A lot of times maybe you're watching YouTube's to search for within prop stream just absentee owned specific areas, and you miss out on these opportunities, right? So that's the kind of value that we're providing our customers, right? And again, a lot of the customer ranges from wholesalers, real estate agents, etc. So a lot of times real estate agents will try to find off-market or basically fix and flip properties for a lot of the people they're working for, right? Because obviously properties are expensive depending on the area that you live in, right? But again, if you're just a general kind of wholesaler or you have a bit of marketing money, right? You can target a larger areas, right? Or basically, if you have a marketing team that calls, right, cold calling, etc., maybe you can reach out to a lot of folks. So this is a bit of how you use the platform. So now that our customer has found a specific sort of criteria that they're looking for, right? Whether it's just looking at the high grass, maybe they're interested in finding homes that are boarded, right? Again, we'll give you the ability to search for that particular keyword, or you can just look at the images which are up to date. If you drive to this property today, this is how it's going to look like, which again, that's the advantage of the platform. And let's just say we were okay with this, right? Here we can show the amount of records you want to see on the screen, and those are also going to be the amount of records that you can export, right? So let's say we were okay with this list here, because those are properties that we want to target, assuming that you're looking for just single property, right? Single family. Let's look for just single family homes, multifamily, anything that is not basically commercial or industrial, right? So let's say we're happy with this results. It's as easy as exporting to CSV or Excel. So in this case, let's just export to CSV. We're looking for Memphis. So let's say we export the list. And as you can see, you get that information, but most importantly, you're gonna get the individual owner, the first name, last name, mailing address, right? And this is gonna make it easy for you to skip trace those records, right? So that's a quick example for Memphis. Again, we're covering Florida, Texas, and a few other areas. So if you're in Florida, again, you can also get an idea of some of those, how those properties look like. If you're in Texas, maybe in Houston, again, really good opportunities. And again, the other advantage, or the other sort of the other point I wanted to make is our customers love the fact that they can get that intimate knowledge of the property, right? A lot of times, it's again the folks around that area are the ones that are calling, because obviously they want to keep their properties, they want to ensure their property values don't go down, right? So a lot of times they will complain about eyesores or nuisance around the community, right? And part of it is to clean, keep those homes clean, right? In this case, this one looks abandoned. This one looks great for a fix and flip, right? And one, you're getting the visual representation of the property, but two, the condition of the property, right? So when you're getting in touch with the homeowners, right, or the actual potential seller, you have that in-depth knowledge of the property, right? So if you know that the property has mold inside, or if you know that the roof is caving in or collapsing, you can add that to your ARV, right? So at the point where you get in the call with the seller, you have, again, that inside information. So that way you can make your offers more, make the offers to where they reflect how much you're going to need, right? And again, a lot of times when you call sellers, obviously they're going to tell you there's nothing wrong with the property, right? And it's not until you go through, invest money in going through the inspection that you identify the issues, right? Here, a lot of times when the information is available, you can search for specific complaints. We can type in the word roof, so we can show you specific properties that have a damaged roof or whatnot, right? Sometimes you can even visually see it. So this one it looks like the home is boarded up, and obviously you can see that the roof is not in great shape, right? So again, very good value that we're providing our customers. And again, it's just as simple as clicking the export list, exporting them, reaching out to them, right? And again, like I mentioned earlier, you have the ability to search for whether you want absentee own, primary residence, the property type you're looking for, the ownership type, which in this case, let's say we just want to reach out to individual folks, right? So you'll be able to see first name, last name, their mailing address, right? We're adding a bit of other information such as years of ownership. A lot of our customers prefer looking for 7 years older, 20 years and older, but obviously different flavors for everyone else. And that's the beauty of this, right? That you can target very niche sort of criterias, or you can just target everyone. So again, as I showed you, once you select your criteria, you can easily export it, skip trace, and get a hold of those sellers and negotiate, right? So just again wanted to show you how our customers are using this platform. Again, we're in different cities nationwide. You can also sign up for a free trial by entering the word LSP data at checkout. So it makes it a lot easier for you to try out our service. Again, regardless of which state you're interested in, right? You can either sign up for the entire state, which gives you access to all the cities within that state, or you can sign up for individual cities as well. Depending on the state, if it's a bigger state, we may have more data. And again, it's worth it if you're marketing in the entire state, right? So if you have the coupon here, you can enter it. Again, after 7 days, make sure you cancel if you don't like it. But if you do, continue using it. We can hop on another call to give you a proper demo and maybe answer some of the frequently asked questions from the folks that are using our platform, right? That's about it. I'll continue making a series on how you can leverage our virtually driving for dollars platform to find off-market deals. And depending again on the city, we may have more information, whether that property is tax delinquent or if it's flagged as vacant by the USPS. Again, there's a lot of limitation with commercial software because a lot of them may just offer USPS vacancy, or again, they can just offer the absentee own. But if they don't give you the in-depth deep sort of intimate knowledge of that property, then it makes it more difficult to when you're at a point of negotiating with the seller, right, of the numbers as far as like what is the accurate repair value, right, and how much you're going to have to invest in the property or for your potential buyer. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any other suggestions that you want me to cover on regarding this data, regarding our platform, or just general topics about real estate, leave them in the comment. And if you're new, please give us a follow. Thank you.